file?
Yeah, your metahuman file. It says you're the king of Atlantis and you can talk to fish.
No, that's Aquaman.
Really? I must have gotten my files mixed up. Anyways, I'm here to assemble a team.
Wrong movie, Batman. This is Suicide Squad, not the Justice League.
Oh. Well.
Suicide Squad is a 2016 movie written and directed by David Ayer. The movie starts off with government official Amanda Waller wanting to assemble a task force just in case another Superman shows up. She wants to assemble them to take him out if he gets out of hand, and she thought villains would be the best way to do it because nobody cares about villains and they're easy to manipulate and use by like taking time off their sentence or giving them certain privileges that other prisoners can't have. The beginning of the movie is Amanda Waller giving the background on the important people. It starts off with Will Smith's character, Floyd Lawton, also known as Deadshot. He's a mercenary for hire. He basically does all of this killing to get money, to make sure that his daughter can go to like a good school and she lives a good life and doesn't have to end up in a slump or somehow be like him in a way. He just wants a good life for her, and he tries to keep her away from all the bad stuff. But since he's a bad guy, a little hard to do that, and you know, they use her as blackmail. Then it goes to Margot Robbie as Harleen Quinzel, also known as Harley Quinn. Gives a quick background about how she worked at Arkham and was the Joker's psychiatrist, and then the Joker turned her bat crazy and she went on a rampage with him and all that. Focuses a little bit on Jai Courtney's character, Captain Boomerang. You don't get too much detail on Captain Boomerang. I mean, there's not much. He's a thief that throws boomerangs, you know. Get a little bit on Killer Croc. I don't go too much into detail besides the fact that he was born looking that way. And we get a little bit of a story for Diablo. Basically, he's a powerhouse. He's a big-time killing machine. He turned himself in on his own and pretty much said that he gives up on crime and that he just would spend the rest of his life sitting and dying instead of causing any more trouble. She has Rick Flag, who is ex-military. She chooses him to lead the group because she can trust him with his military training and his background and his loyalty and all that. Another squad member is June Moon, who was possessed by this witch called Enchantress, and the only way you can actually control her is by having control of her heart. And if she disobeys you, you just give it a little poke with a knife or something, and it hurts her, so she does what you say, in a way, you know. She still wants to kill you because you're using her, but, then there's Slipknot. They don't really give you anything on him. You can already guess why. I'm not saying anything, but, yeah. Some stuff goes down, and Amanda Waller assembles the squad to go in and try and figure out what's going on and stop what this mystery bad person is doing. So they send in the squad via helicopter. Helicopter gets shot down. What else is new in a movie with helicopters? They're on the ground fighting their way to rescue a certain person whose identity was not given. They get to that person, and then some other stuff goes down, and they basically get forced into stopping the main villain. And on their journey there, they encounter some more stuff, learn some more background stuff on people. People die, and they stop the villain. That's the Suicide Squad movie. The next part of this review is going to contain spoilers. So I'm going to start off with what I liked. Will Smith surprised me. I don't hate Will Smith. I like him. It's just he's the same guy in all his action movies. And he hasn't done an action movie in a while. So I enjoyed him in this. It felt like Will Smith from like the 90s, Independence Day, Men in Black, you know, the gung-ho and slinging, yelling Will Smith. Jai Courtney was really good, and you guys already know from my Terminator Genesis review that I do not really care for Jai Courtney, but I wanted more of him. There just wasn't enough of him in the movie, but when he was there, man, he is what you focused on the screen. I really liked how it felt like a 90s action movie made in 2016. Just over-the-top cheesy action, had some one-liners, plot's ridiculous, but it's a comic book movie to begin with. And, you know, this is a movie that has B, C, and D list supervillains as the main characters. So I don't know why the critics are hating on it. Like, were they expecting a masterpiece, you know? With villains as the main characters, you know, I was expecting a fun movie, and in my opinion, that's what we got, was a fun movie that I enjoyed. No, it's not amazing, you know, it has its errors, but I really liked it. Batman! I loved Batman. Ben Affleck's back for a little bit, and he was awesome, like always. I am looking forward to the Batman. I cannot wait for that movie. Now, what's on everybody's mind? Jared Leto as the Joker. To me, he felt like he was mixing Heath Ledger's Joker and Jack Nicholson's Joker. He wasn't like, ha-ha funny. He was like, I'm crazy and I think what I'm doing to you is funny, so I'm laughing. He's hardly in the movie. Like, he just shows up for like 30 seconds at a time here and there through the movie. Some of his lines were really cringy, and then some of them it was like, my God, this guy is insane. I want to see more. I want to say I like him, but I didn't see enough to actually be like, alright, I like him. Things I didn't like. I did not like Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. He isn't the best actor, and the first movie I saw him in was the RoboCop reboot from 2014, which wasn't a fan of. I don't think he's that great of an actor. He was a little boring in the movie, and he was trying too hard. His accent, he could have used a bit more work on it. You can tell he was like, I'm Rick Flag, I'm from the South, and I'm a United States soldier. What the hell is wrong with you people? You know, it's like, we can tell that's fake, dude. He was dull. I thought Rick Flag was a little boring because he didn't screw anybody over, which he kind of is known for doing in the comics. Enchantress ends up becoming the main villain of the movie. She gets control back of her heart from Amanda Waller, and she resurrects her brother. I don't remember, Icarus, I think his name was. Sorry if it's wrong. And she turns into not looking like that scary witch. She looks more like a evil goddess, and she's doing all these like movements while she's building her machine to destroy the world, and it's like the only thing that's missing is some sick rave music while she's doing her weird little hand gesture things. And her voiceovers were not good. They tried to give her more of a powerful voice, and just her lipping to the voiceover, it didn't really work. But what are you gonna do? Her army of whatever they were, they didn't really go into detail on her weird bubble marble head monsters. They kind of just show up and she's like, oh, I can turn you into a monster by, I think she literally kissed him to turn him into it, and it's like, okay. Another villain with a dangerous kiss, like Poison Ivy. Easter eggs, I didn't really see too many. There was a pretty cool cameo by my boy Barry Allen, The Flash. I was the only one that freaked out in the theater. Everyone else was just like, who's the guy in the red suit? I haven't done this since Terminator Genisys. I'm going to rate the movie. I'm not doing some stupid rating. I'm going to give it a score from 0 to 10. I'm going to give Suicide Squad a 6.5 out of 10. It was a fun movie. I liked it. It wasn't anything special, like I said earlier. It was sloppy. The third act was pretty all over the place. I don't think that was David Ayer's fault. I think Warner Bros. Is really screwing with these movies. And if they are, they need to stop. Because this is 2 for 2 where they should have been awesome and they weren't. But I have hopes for Justice League and Wonder Woman next year. That was my review for Suicide Squad. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to me. I'll see you on the next Danny's Rants and Reviews.